Here now with Dr. Bourla, our producer, John Palacio.
Thank you, Dave. I am pleased to be here with Dr. Albert Bourla, Chairman and CEO of Pfizer. Dr. Bourla, congratulations and welcome.
Thank you very, very much, John.
So this year obviously has been incredibly challenging for everyone. Can you tell me about what your team has had to balance in this last year?
No, thank you. And it was an unimaginable pain for a lot of families. And us in Pfizer, because of the vaccine, we received thousands of letters maybe. Myself personally, I received from those that they could find my email or they emailed to me stories of gratitude just because the grandkids were able to visit the grandparents just after the grandparents got vaccinated. And you can only feel the impact that you have in humans' lives only when you read these letters. This very simple hug that I was able to give to my grandkids was for me the most important thing in the world. And then I had to send a letter to. And our family had the same. Myself, we couldn't, and we haven't seen my father and mother-in-law, for example, for a long time. And the kids are living with us, which, by the way, is not very nice for them. It's wonderful for me because I have them next to me. Yeah. For Pfizer families, it was, first of all, the same exactly like everyone else. But they had, in addition to the challenges that everybody was facing, the challenge that a lot of them, they had to go to work. Some of them, they wouldn't see their families for months because their work required that they stay away in research sites, trying to figure out how can we resolve this vaccine. But on the other hand, the pain of everybody else was giving them strength.
I remember at the beginning of COVID, there was so much uncertainty, and yet all your people were going in every day. It's that much more courageous, right, with all that fear that was happening. So what kind of things were you able, and the Pfizer team, able to do to support these amazing frontline workers who were working on a vaccine throughout this time?
I think what was the most important of all was that we kept very constant information dialogue with them. So I would reach out to the organization, informing them about what we are doing both in protecting ourselves, but also in developing solutions for the world. So people will tune in to listen to me as I was talking to them. And I think that was a comfort for them.
Sure. I would imagine when you learned of the vaccine's efficacy, what kind of joy did you feel?
Well, it's unimaginable. I learned a Sunday evening, and it was a very small group of people that they could learn. That was one of the most material information in the world at that time, that there is a vaccine 95% efficacy. I remember that I asked our legal counsel, can I call my son? And that was because during the whole process, working from home and himself working in a room next to me from home, he would join me in almost all the most important meetings about COVID. And he became kind of my companion and my advisor. He's 20 years old, but I felt immediately the need to tell him because he was part of all of that. The joy was it was a relief because I could only imagine what that means for the world if the results were negative. And it was clearly for me a sign of liberation for the world.
So any stories of joy from the Pfizer colleagues, Pfizer team, about the day that the vaccine actually was approved?
Well, you know, I mean, they were feeling exactly the same. Once we told the world, we told, of course, the Pfizer colleagues, and that was on Monday, the day after. And the pride that they felt, the fact that each one of Pfizer people became a celebrity almost, because wherever they were presented themselves, they were welcomed with a sense of gratefulness, expressing to them how grateful they are for this company. This is something that you can't pay and you feel very rarely.
So one of the things we're doing with this year's Father of the Year Awards, you know, in times of stress, dads have a great ability to say a really bad pun or a really horrible joke in the best time to alleviate some of the tension. Do you have a dad joke to share with us?
Well, my favorite one it is, given that we are in a pharmaceutical company, I'm asking, what is the best medicine if a lemon gets sick?
What is it?
and then they don't know, and then I will tell them lemonade.
Perfect.
And then they think that I'm terrible.
Well, congratulations to you and the entire Pfizer team. We are giving this honor to you and your entire incredible team that has saved so many lives this year. Is there anything you want to say about this honor?
I have seen firsthand the sacrifices that they have made over the past year, all of them. And it has left me humbled and grateful to work with such courageous, purpose-driven, and joyful people.
Thank you, Dr. Bourla. We are very appreciative to honor you and all of the Pfizer team.
Thank you, John.